funny is that you know when you're like, I'm changing. I know I'm changing, right? And for me, yesterday I was kind of just disappointed. I was disappointed. I was hurt. I didn't know how to go about life. I try to get back to that place of just rewiring myself. And this is like the most authentic thing was, right, I'm making these videos and I'm like trying to be honest, trying to be authentic, trying to be me. And so I started working Amazon Flex. And that was part of the reason why I was crashing out, because I went back to a space where I'm like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe my life looks like this. And I had to remind myself, it's just for the now, right? But my pattern was get these jobs, quit, get these jobs, quit, because my purpose, I was always lacking my purpose. I would quit, focus on my purpose, quit, focus on my purpose. It would be that same cycle. Whereas this, there's no interference. The only interference is picking up the product, gas, and making sure my phone's charged, right? And then timing and making sure my car doesn't fall off the fucking hinges, right? But I was telling myself today, earlier when I woke up, because I booked it and I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this. Not in the sense of like, I can't believe, it was in the sense of like, I can't believe what I just went through, being like, I hate this shit. I flipped the script and I said, I'm gonna do whatever it fucking takes. And for me, I think I look at this whole grand scheme of things of just like how my life has gotten to this place, but I realize, you know, this is that shit. You know, in the movie where it's like, like the nigga start getting his shit together. He starts getting like, he's like focused. He's like, bro, I only have one job, getting the shit done. I felt that today, and I was like, wow, because I'm like, there's no way. Like my life is right now. I'm in that moment where everything is at the breaking point. I only have to rely on me. As much as I love my brothers, I don't want to rely on them. Or my friends, I don't want to rely on my friends. It's just the nature of who I am. I hate relying on people because I know that at the core for me, I want to be that rock. I want to be that stableness. And I'm realizing the period that I'm in right now is working towards breaking those things that I always had in my mind. Breaking the patterns of like caring what people think, breaking the patterns of not doing things because I didn't feel like doing those things. Because I'm looking like my family, right? I know in the future, I have a wife, kids, biggest house, craziest house, go on vacations. Like for me, it's family. Like I don't care. I want to be the family guy. Like I want to, is my goal. My prized possession is my family. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. Like being the best husband, being the best dad. Oh my gosh, I want my kids to have everything they ever wanted, bro. I want to give the world to the people I love, bro. And the thing about it too is, it's like I know that I'm in that season, I'm in that place right now where I'm like, fuck, this is where my life gets better. This is where my life gets better. There's no way it doesn't. And I have to constantly remind myself, go fucking harder, go harder, go harder, because they don't believe that you're capable of doing this. In my opinion, we look at this society and everybody doesn't want to be providers, bro. I want to be a provider. The only reason I was thinking about this too is like, why am I so in this? You know, when I was young, it was hard for me because the people I loved, I just needed them to show up. And I think with my brothers, we all have that same feeling of who's going to show up for me. And I think for me, my personal experience was that when I was younger, and the story I used to tell myself was just like, you know, I was being bullied. Then I come home, I would tell them like, yo, I'm being bullied. And then I would get made fun of at the crib for being bullied. And it was just cyclical. It was just so fucked up. Where I was like, damn, you know, mind you, we live in an all boy house. So I understand it, right? This shit made me tougher. But there's repercussions of like how I deal with certain things, how I care about certain things. You know, I love showing up in the times where people may not think I always show up. You know, that's what I care for. I care for showing up for people. And that's something that has just been on my mind. And I just want to take care of people, man. But I gotta take care of myself first. And that's what I'm realizing is that, like, even though I have all these things that I'm like going through, I'm not. Today somebody talked about, like, you know, this dude was just saying, like, why I don't have like a girlfriend or this, that, or third. Like, this perfect girl is just like being honest with yourself. You know, like, I'm being honest with myself. I told myself I'm not cutting my beard until I make 100K. I don't know, you know, that shit could be soon, right? But my life can change, and if people's life can change and flip up a switch and they can live a different life, I can do the exact same thing. I've always been intimidated by doing the thing. There's a lot of things that, for me, like the tangible things that I can touch, like getting a car or like getting a house or apartment and shit, like, those aren't big things, right? But when I look at them, I'm like, damn, but it doesn't really matter what I'm trying to say. That part I was just, you know, jotting off. But all I can really say is that I'm really just focused and grateful for what I got going on, and I know part of my dream in life is to do the things that people don't think is possible. I'm gonna show up.